Hello!
Hi guys!
Welcome to BTN Live. I'm Jack.
And I'm Tatenda.
And we have two very special guests joining us today. We have Fiona Wirtz and we have Fabian Taladera, who are from Adelaide United. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Welcome to BTN Live.
Thank you.
They are joining us here today because we are talking about World Football Day, which is a story Tatenda did.
Yeah, so I did that story, World Football Day, May 25th. So I guess you might ask, why does football need a day? Basically it was made just because of how global soccer or football is across the world and how many people play it and how it brings a lot of communities and people together. So, yeah.
And I guess for you guys, World Football Day is like every day. Do you want to tell us a bit, before we get into some of the questions, and if you have any questions specifically for Fabian or Fiona, please send them in. But do you want to start just telling us about why you got into football or soccer? What are we going to call it? We'll go
soccer?
Between the two, probably.
Whatever comes to your head.
But yeah, what got you started?
For me, I think my brother was a big part of it. Like, he played when he was younger and I used to kick around a bit with him. And then eventually they encouraged me to go join my own team, which took a few attempts. I kept forgetting my shin pads because I was too scared to go. But eventually we got there and then I fell in love with it. Yeah.
Nice. And you're, if the accent hasn't given it away, you're from England.
Yes.
And you played over in England as well?
Yeah, I've played in England, I've played in Norway, and I've played in Australia.
It's global.
Is Australia the best?
It's been my favourite.
Okay, that's
cool.
We'll go with that.
And what about you, Fabian?
Yeah, for me it was, I just really grew up in it. My dad used to play. He played locally here in Australia, back in the NSL it was called. So, yeah, ever since 4 or 5 years old, really, ever since I was born, it's always just been a part of my life, really. And yeah.
Nice. And so you, Fabian, were part of the 2024 AFC, I'm reading up there, U20 Asian Cup winning team. I think we've got footage of them celebrating. Can you pick where are you in there?
I think I'm somewhere at the back there. I can't remember too much from that time.
Was that a blow? Yeah, it must have been such an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, no, it was very special. Like, we were the first junior team to win a trophy, Australian junior team to win a trophy. Sorry, so it was very big. It was in China, so for us as players, it didn't really feel as big because we were so far away from Australia. But I feel like when we came back, we arrived at Sydney Airport, and there was the news reporters there. There were fans there, so it felt bigger when we got back to Australia than what it did on that night, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go. And have you just been selected for this year's team as well?
Yeah, well, we have a camp in Argentina at the end of this month. So, yeah, next week I travel to Argentina. That's just the friendly camp.
Okay,
Mhm.
the friendly. What does the friendly
So we
camp
just
mean?
we go there and we just verse Argentina twice, and then that's it really.
And it's just nice and friendly.
Well, they call it friendly, but I wouldn't say so.
I'm not the sports correspondent here at BTN, so you might have to really explain some things out for me. But we're also we've shown some footage of Fabian. We've also got some of Fiona as well, because you're a 2-time Golden Boot winner for Adelaide United. And I believe, is that you there scoring the goal?
Yeah, that was me.
Wow! Oh my gosh.
You seem very humble about it.
That was I played for them last year, so I was very trying to be right.
Okay. So what's a 2-time Golden Boot winner?
So the Golden Boot is something that you give to the highest goal scorer.
Okay.
So there's a highest goal scorer for the league, and then there's a highest goal scorer for your team. So I've won the Golden Boot for Adelaide twice, so I scored the most goals in the season.
Wow.
How many goals did you score?
I was 11 this year.
11. Wow.
Do you get an actual golden boot?
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
Is it wearable? Can you wear it?
No, I tried it on. It doesn't fit.
Can you do a shoey from it? I don't know.
We did. Did we talk about that?
They know what a
It was,
shoey is.
everyone in our squad drank champagne out of it.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
That's so cool. All right. Well, you've sent in a lot of questions, and please keep sending them in. But what have we got at the top? Oh, this one, I'm just going to do it because he's got the same name as me. Jack from homeschooling in Tasmania asked, why is it called the beautiful game? Because it is often referred to as the beautiful. Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Is it just because it's beautiful to watch?
Apparently.
I don't know if there's an actual
Is it beautiful to
reason.
play?
I think just because it's played all over the world, and it brings a lot of cultures and whatnot together. So,
Which is a beautiful thing.
yeah, exactly right.
Fiona, do you have your own reason why you would call
No,
it the beautiful game?
No, so you got it spot on there. It's just, it's beautiful in its own way.
There you go. Did you find anything in your research?
No. I probably did. I forget things very easily. But I think it'll be along that lines. Like, it's so global. Everyone plays it. And yeah, I think it's like sport is a way to communicate in a way for people.
Yeah. And Corbin from St. Augustine's parish school actually says, hi, soccer is an amazing sport with a bunch of techniques and skills. It's the best sport in the world. So that's probably also a reason why it's called the beautiful game. Let's go. Oh, Scylla from homeschooling wants to know, have you ever injured yourself while playing a game?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh.
A few times. I actually fractured some ribs in pre-season this year. That was a bit inconvenient. And then I keep straining my quads. I've had a bit of an issue with that. So getting like a muscle strain in your quads that can put you out for a few games. And then also I had to have surgery on my knee last year.
Okay.
So I damaged like a ligament in my knee.
And you're still playing.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, because injuries, I guess, are quite common in all sports, really. Have you yourself, Fabian, had any?
Touch wood, I haven't had any major injuries. I've been out for maybe a week or two here and there, but nothing that's left me out of the game for longer than a month.
Yeah.
So
Still young.
Yeah, still time. To tender have you had any injuries? Reporting.
Yeah, report that kick that I did. Yeah, it hurt my foot a little bit. But no, not like Fiona, no.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, Chloe from Ichunga Primary School, thanks for joining in. Mr. Hurd's class, always tuning in, wants to know, why do people call soccer football? Which, Fiona, I guess for you, you'd be like, why
do people call football soccer?
Yeah, exactly. Do we know why that is?
I think the game is called football, and I think soccer's an American thing.
Okay.
And then Aussies just like to
We
take
didn't
a bit
know
of
what to
everything
do.
From, get a bit
I
confused,
guess we
mix
had
them all
our
together.
own footy, so we had to find
Yeah.
something different. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it get confusing, like when you've got international games and half the people are calling it soccer, or are you just used to it by now?
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure which game I'm playing, so the word really matters. I think it's more confusing for other people when you tell them the sport you play, and they don't really know which one to imagine.
So is it because, like, I guess I would think of a soccer ball as a soccer ball and the football as the more diamondy shaped, but is it called a football? Is a soccer ball called a football?
Yeah.
Overseas.
Yes. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It
no,
is.
it's a
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting
It's a-
confused.
Yeah. So really, it's just America and then us are calling it soccer.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
everywhere else it would be.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, the word soccer derives from association, as in the football association, in contrast to rugger or rugby football. I don't know if that just made me more confused.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if I cleared anything up.
I didn't get this deep in the research.
Association, a socceration.
A soccer. Like slang.
Do we need to start a campaign to just call it the one name?
The beautiful game.
We should just call it the beautiful game, and then the beautiful ball.
game. Yeah.
Great. What do you call it? If you're tuning in, let us know. Okay. Oh, Eloise, also from Echunga, and this might be for you, Zatanda. How did World Football Day get worldwide, or even, I guess, started? Did you know? Did you guys know there was a World Football Day? Ah,
It's the 2-year anniversary. That's why.
yeah, it's quite new.
It's quite new. No one knew. So how did World Football Day get worldwide?
Yeah, and started.
Well,
Why
it
did
started. So I think throughout a lot of cultures, people have been playing kicking games. They just didn't have a name. So I guess
They didn't know if they should call it soccer
or
or football.
They were debating it in their languages thousands of years ago. But I think football as we know it, or soccer as we know it, now I'm getting confused. Soccer as we know it today is from the UK. So that started when they would play their own versions against each other, and there weren't any rules. So that made it hard to play the game and actually score and figure out like what the points are. So like then a group of teams came together and created rules. So how, I guess there's specific like dimensions of the ball and stuff like that. So they created that, and then now there was one game that everyone could play, and I guess it kind of took off when you had events like the World Cup and things that bring people together. So yeah, I guess, how did it get worldwide? Maybe because
It already was.
Yeah, it already was. You just needed a universal name, I guess.
Yeah,
and rules.
Because it was such a big thing, they thought, why not make a day?
Yeah.
There's a day for everything else.
They
Day for
generally made
everything.
days for things that were like, needed some more recognition.
Addition.
and
It's a bit of
things.
both.
I think so. And I guess you can play soccer by yourself. You can make a soccer ball out of anything. So maybe,
Really?
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
Have
not.
you ever made a soccer ball out of anything?
Yeah, I'd agree. You can, I don't know, you can get a cup and just start kicking that around.
Yeah.
Call it
That-
a soccer ball.
Socks.
So,
roller
yeah,
socks.
That's
yeah.
true. There you go.
Yeah.
There was a question up the top here from Suhani from Parramatta, and I don't know if this is controversial or not, but wants to know, is Ronaldo the GOAT or Messi?
I'm more of a Messi fan.
Yeah, I
myself,
agree.
yeah.
I'm Messi.
Okay,
Wow,
there you
that's,
go.
that's really different to the kids
Yeah.
that I interviewed. They did not like Messi at all.
Oh.
Yeah, they said he didn't deserve the World Cup win. So yeah,
Did they say why?
no. Oh, one person did say it was because he's short, and they didn't like.
Oh.
And then I was like,
Ronaldo?
oh, what's wrong with short
Yeah, no.
people? But no, it's contrasting opinions.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Amara has just sent in from Yucca Homeschooling. How long have you been playing soccer for?
I started at a club, Adelaide City. I started there when I was about 4 years old, so I'm now 19. I'm not very good at maths, but
15.
10 years plus.
10 plus years.
quite a bit of time now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was similar, like 4, 5, and then I'm 29, so yeah, also
Maths.
10 years plus. Yeah.
If it wasn't soccer, is there another sport you would want to play, or have you ever, delved into a different sport?
Yeah, I dabbled as a kid.
That's what the word I was
Yeah.
looking for.
I think cricket was the other one that went for the longest, but I don't know if I'd be a professional cricketer. But
Yeah, I never really. I mean, at school, obviously in PE, you'd try all different sports, but nothing I ever really took as serious as I did soccer. Yeah, I'm not sure what sport I'd play.
Do we have any soccer players watching, I wonder? Let us know. Now, I don't know if anyone can answer this, but Archie from Yowie Bay Public School wanted to know who won the first World Cup, please. So they're very politely
I
asked.
think I
Do you
might
know?
know this one.
Oh.
Uruguay?
Uruguay.
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 Uruguay, 1930. I think.
How did you come across that
I'm
in your
pretty sure that
research?
was in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got a thumbs up. I'm right. Yay!
There you go. Uruguay. Oh, no, I can't say it.
Only Fabian can say. Yeah.
I'm not gonna try.
1930.
Embarrass myself.
Ahmed, sorry, and going a bit back to your career that you have in soccer, Ahmed from Yuka Future Learning wants to know, when did you start your career? So if you started playing at 4, essentially, but when did, I guess, it become a career?
I didn't start playing professionally until I came to Adelaide, which was in 2020/21. So I was 24.
Hey.
So my, career, I suppose, has been quite short, even though I've been playing for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed my first contract 2 years ago now, so it's 2023 as well. Yeah, 2023, start of 2023.
Do you, I guess, and possibly for anyone who is looking at wanting to be a professional soccer player, like how do you go about getting into that and into the professional level?
I think you've just got to start by playing, and then
Probably.
this is a good start, and then
You probably have to be good at it.
yeah,
too,
and then
I
I think that's the
imagine.
thing is, you kind of try and get better, and then eventually, you're ready for a next level. And sometimes I think that comes easier for people if there's someone like scouting a game you're at, or maybe you go to a trial or something and just keep getting better, and then keep trying to do the next step, and eventually that might lead you professionally, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. The more you play, I guess you're going to be getting better, and the better you get, people will start to notice, and important people will start to notice, and then that's sort of how you get found out about.
Yeah, there you go. And Kai from Tamil, I think. Kai wants to know, if soccer wasn't a job, what would you do? What would you do otherwise?
Something with spreadsheets.
Excel.
Spreadsheets. You like spreadsheets?
Yeah, I like spreadsheets.
You must
Wow.
love looking at this then.
Oh yeah, I know. I keep
This
hearing
is a
over.
spreadsheet.
Very nicely coloured.
I have no idea how this works. I just know how to colour it in.
Yeah, me, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Maybe some sort of trade. I don't know.
What about a journalist?
A reporter, maybe.
Never
A
know.
BTN.
I didn't want to be a journalist. Did you?
Not at the start, no.
Oh,
Yeah, just fall into things, I guess. Yeah.
I think you two are a bit more specific
Yeah.
though, with what you wanted to do if you've been
Yeah.
doing it since 4.
No,
Yeah.
I actually didn't. It was complete opposite. It kind of happened
Oh,
by
really?
accident. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
because you were playing it with your brother and. So
Well, no, but like I chose to play, but I didn't choose for it to be a job until it sort of became one.
How did that happen? Did one day someone was like, "You should do this"?
No, it happened gradually,
Okay.
and I was sort of like playing at slightly higher levels, and then I was part of a team where there were people who had professional contracts and were getting paid, and at the time I wasn't, and I was like, oh, well, if I'm doing the same thing, like, maybe I would be nice to also have it as a job, and then it kind of, went from there, but I'd never really planned for it to happen.
There you go. Let's go. I wanted to. Someone I feel like sent in some jokes.
Oh, I love a joke.
I know, and we love sending them in for BTN Live. But I've just. Oh, okay, here we go. Are we ready? They're from Amara, from Yuka Homeschooling. Amara, so what position did the ghost play in the soccer game? What position did the ghost play in the soccer game?
Are you expecting an actual answer?
Yeah, maybe. Or a guess?
Okay.
Oh, guess.
Play on the bench. Never saw the ghost on the pitch.
It's the goalkeeper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so.
They're not.
That
I
one
find them
was good.
amusing.
Quite smart. Yeah.
Who? Oh, okay. This one might be a bit easier. Who's the best soccer player on the farm?
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Cowkeeper. Yeah, goalkeeper. But
Like the goalkeeper.
yeah,
but
I'm
the
trying to
cowkeeper.
go along.
Look, I love the
theme.
answer, but it's not what Amara has.
Context.
It's the goat. Because they're the greatest of all time.
Oh,
Fair enough.
that is
Yeah.
quite smart.
Yeah.
Not the cowkeeper.
There you go. You can take those jokes with you now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
spread them amongst
Yeah.
Adelaide United. Let me have a look what we've got. Okay, I guess apart from probably Adelaide United, Bianca from Holy Spirit Primary wants to know, what's your favourite team in the Premier League? And theirs is Man City.
I go for Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal supporter.
Okay.
Just my dad went for him, and I just copied whatever he did. So I went for Arsenal.
That's a Liverpool.
Okay.
I'm not an avid fan, but that's who I liked as a kid.
Okay, there you go.
Well, what's your favourite team overall? If you had to
Adelaide
choose.
United.
Yeah.
Well, who would have thought?
Charlotte from Yuka says, Fiona kind of reminds me of someone I know.
Oh.
Do you
Is
know
it-
Charlotte?
I know a couple of shots. I'm not sure they're 10 to 12 years old. Are they?
What was the first soccer ball made from? That's also from Charlotte from Yuka.
It's like a pig's bladder.
Oh,
I'm
really?
pretty sure that's right.
A pig's bladder.
Yeah,
So you
inflate
can
a
make
pig's
it out of
bladder. It needs to be really heavy, I think.
Oh, what would they inflate it with? Air, I
Air.
guess. That's what you inflate things with. Wow. Okay. And well, we've come a long way since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
Do we? Are they made of leather now?
Oh, actually, I don't think they're
No,
made
not
of proper
really.
leather anymore. They've
Leather.
got like a rubber inner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or do they even have a rubber inner anymore? I'm not sure they do. I think they've even come on since then.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just some sort of artificial leather or something.
Oh, here we go. The ball is made of leather, possibly from a deer and a pig's bladder.
Not anymore.
Wait, that's the old.
Oh, yeah, that's
school. Not now.
Do
not
they
now.
do they have to inspect the balls before the games
Yeah, I think the rest.
Probably, yeah. I think the referees have a look at the
and make
actuals.
sure? Because could someone sneak like a little robot in there that they
Please.
then,
With a little
it
remote
moves
control.
around? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Has someone done that?
I think there's been things with magnets that people have done
Oh,
before.
you put it on your shoe or something?
Or I think on like
The
the
goalposts.
posts, yeah.
Oh,
I feel like that's been a scandal somewhere.
okay. There you go. Gabby, also from Yuka Homeschooling, wants to know, who's your favourite soccer player, apart from yourselves?
Mine, as a kid, I grew up and I enjoyed watching Mesut Ozil. He played for Arsenal, but right now, I don't know. I think one of the young players for Barcelona, Lamine Yamal, is catching everyone's eye, and I'm enjoying watching him a lot, to be honest.
Okay. There you go.
When I was a kid, I was a big Michael Owen fan. Now, let's say Alessia Russo.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an English striker.
Okay. There you go.
From what team?
She's at Arsenal.
Okay. And Sav from Homeschooling has sent in, go Arsenal.
Oh,
There you go.
Arsenal fans.
Got some fans in there. Let's see. Tatenda, do you know this one? Charlotte from, a different Charlotte from Michunga wants to know what year was, you already looked at the question, what year was football or soccer invented?
Oh, like officially?
Yeah, is there an official date?
1870 something. I
That
don't know.
sounds
That's
legit.
That's years ago.
When it was, first...
football invented?
Modern game.
Yeah, modern game.
I guess, yeah, because it was
1870s?
it'd been played, or versions of had been played for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Did you have to learn much about the history of soccer to play it?
No.
Not a
Wasn't-
prerequisite.
Not a part of the
No.
job description, no.
That's fair. Well, I think
Mentioned in 1480.
Oh.
okay. First mentioned in 1486,
Like
don't know what that
soccer?
means.
Soccer, yeah.
or as pig's bladder.
Yeah, pig's bladder.
Pig's bladder kicking game. We're gonna. So we do a thing towards the end of BTN Live where I'll go through and shout out some. You guys look slightly terrified. I'll just shout out some of the schools that have sent in, and we just do like a bit of a wave.
Okay.
You can make a noise if you want.
I'll go with the wave. Yeah.
Or yeah,
Wave
like a
sounds
woo.
good, yeah.
Tatenda can do the waves.
I can do the wave.
So as always, we have Yuka Future Learning. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Park Orchids. I'll try and do them quick.
Keep the wave.
Belair
Baby.
sent in saying they watch BTN. Fletcher says he watches BTN every day. Could you please do one of those BTN breaks where the school class says BTN? What? Oh, yeah, you have to send that in yourself, Fletcher. Sorry. The Rivers Secondary College in Lismore.
No.
We've got St. Michael's. We got RGLPS. Don't know what that is, but thank you so much for tuning in. We have Cornish College. We have PHPS. Don't know what that is either. Kennedy Baptist. You guys have stopped waving.
sorry.
I'll wait for both.
Okay, Rossmone. We've got Virginia State School. And I was just looking at this. Felix last week sent in, we had the guide dogs on and sent in a lot of dogs, and this one he's just sent in a lot of soccer balls. So there you go. It's very long. I can't read all of that. St. Patrick's. This one says none. Oreo, Earlwood, Parramatta, Metella, Castle Hill, St. Augustine's, Holy Spirit,
Should we just keep going?
Ichanga. So many, and lots of Yucca coming through. Tamor, Chase wants to know, why are soccer balls black and white? Do we know that?
That's a good question.
Not every soccer ball's black and white.
That is true.
But originally, I think
Some of them are grey.
they were. But
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't have to be black
no,
and
they
white.
don't.
No, I think that's just like the stock image of football. is black and white.
Why?
Do you have a favourite coloured soccer ball then?
Well, they are generally white.
Yeah, usually
Okay.
they're
With
not.
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like the the
Yes.
hexagons or the
Yeah.
pentagons.
Yeah,
The
it's just- they're
emoji.
not
Yeah.
necessarily
way.
black and white patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Well, what a great one to end on. Thank you so much, Fabi and Fiona, for joining us for BTN Live. Very cool to have you here, and thank you so much to Tender.
Oh, I love this. This was so fun.
Yeah. Tatenda was jumped at the chance to do this story last week. I think you just wanted to film a PDC kicking a soccer ball.
I
and
did.
Potentially in a story next week, I'm kicking a
Are you?
football. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
so-
keeping it going.
Yeah, both
Anyway,
weeks.
but yeah, we hope you have an awesome weekend, a good rest of your Friday, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.